Lovely.
I made a Boondock
Yo,
Saints
yo,
reference.
yo.
Hello,
Let me check.
Freddy. Fred,
Okay, yeah, we got it.
Can you hear me?
can you hear Fred?
I can hear Fred.
I can hear Fred.
You can. You can?
I think he
Yeah,
says
it is.
cannot.
Cannot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you, yeah.
And I can't hear Fred. Isn't that lovely?
Is he
How about
I
muted?
literally... But you can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Lovely. Hold on.
Of
I'm
course.
trying to fucking... I'm actually by my mini fridge right now. I'm not even sitting down.
I will take another sip of Guinness.
Alright. It shows him as muted on my end.
Oh, what? Why do you have me
Did
muted?
you mute him, or is it just...
Fred, I muted everybody. I'm a fucking retard. Hi,
That's
Fred.
weird. Hi.
I don't know what I did. But it's fixed now.
All right.
Welcome
So,
back.
which firefight are we gonna be jumping into?
Well, let's see here. We got, I'm assuming we're going to do a custom one.
I'm gonna join your game.
We could do a Spartan Op.
Ooh. Okay. I remember Spartan Ops being kind of fun.
Well, we don't. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? We got Halo.
I'm just about
got
game for
Halo
anything,
Reach.
whether it's Reach, whether it's ODST. Like I just want to fucking kill shit.
Well, I don't have ODST installed. Isn't that lovely? So I got to actually install that.
Oh, we don't need to do the ODST one. Do you have Reach installed?
No, but I'm just going to install it because otherwise I'll forget.
Oh yeah.
But yes, well, let me just. Oh, I don't have Reach installed either. So Spartan Ops it is.
Okay, I guess so.
Shit, I'm a retard.
Oh well.
Departure.
Everybody that got their Spartan OC ready.
ODST is installed already though, so I mean we could do that, but I don't know. I'd like to do at least one Spartan Ops, and then we can either do a second one or we'll do another. We'll do ODST. That's how like plan.
Yeah, let's hit the ground running.
All right, just not running into a gas station.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. All right. For those of you who are just joining us after the hullabaloo of fucking years, we decided to do some Halo. Again. But this time a little more casual. Do I want a DMR or do I want the... DMR comes with the assault rifle. Oh, I didn't pick it. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't bring this back for 5, even though it would have been shit.
Well, you would have thought with I'm surprised they didn't bring it back with Infinite either.
Well, the only
because-
reference they made to Spartan Ops in Guardians is pretty much the fact that I'm just relearning the controls a little bit. But the only thing that they kind of changed with Spartan Ops is, or sorry, brought back for Spartan Ops is the one pilot guy.
Yeah.
Those are power cores, intended for short-range wireless distribution. Destroy them or the Coveys will build bases and we'll have a hell of a time rooting them out.
There are Covenant vehicles available for acquisition. Nice, Crimson, using the enemy's toys against them.
Oh my god, I forgot that you had a boost button in this game. Okay, I actually got to relearn the controls for a sec. Okay, I think I got my bearings straight. Were you guys the only ones that like were like? Were you disappointed at all that they brought back like elites as enemies?
In which install? In 4 or which one?
In 4, I kind of thought it was cheap that they brought back elites as an enemy.
Well, yes, but I did appreciate that at least they try to like write it off as like oh, this is like a group of like a splinter group of the Covenant.
Yeah.
But the problem is they didn't explore that at all in any of the follow-ups. That
Yeah.
would have been actually kind of cool to see, like, especially in 5, because we get the elites back, like at least with the Arbiter. Isn't
Yeah.
there, like, wasn't one of the plot points like an elite civil war, basically?
Basically.
Commander Palmer,
Which
has completed the first
that's also the thing. Like the few plot points that
be advised. We've got a rate.
the few story beats that 5 actually had that were interesting, like the whole Arpenter shit, Infinite didn't even fucking glance at or mention, which is really fucked up. Like, so Infinite fixed like the structural problems that 5 had, but then all of like the cool shit that 5 did bring to the table, which wasn't much, but there was a couple of things that were actually pretty cool. It made
Well, the
sense.
one thing that kind of annoys me about Guardians, like, among, like, a ton of other fucking problems, is they literally bring up and drop the fact that Spartan Locke tried to fucking assassinate Arbiter.
Enemy reinforcements.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
have been
but-
cool to get into.
The way, you know how I remember 5? I just pretend it doesn't exist.
I do too, but, like, it's just one of those, like, black marks on the franchise that's just, I just got fucking murdered. It's just one of those black marks on the franchise that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like God. It's like the one Silent Hill game that everybody hates.
Talking about Homecoming?
Yes. Was that the one on 360 that ran like ass?
Yeah, that was the one that everybody agreed unanimously was a fucking waste of time.
Because what was the one before? The Room that kind of was like mixed. Like some people love it and some people hate it.
Well, The Room was just like an interesting concept in like existential horror and sort of almost a merging of the semi-American horror and Japanese horror. Because like there are some enemies in that game that are just straight up Japanese horror, like the fucking giant like two-headed, two-handed children baby monsters. Those were fucking freaky as shit.
See, this is what irks me. Like Halo 4 Spartan Ops, it kind of like sets up the fact that you got to work as a team with other Spartans, and it does a pretty good job of it, especially as like
Yeah.
a mode that's really just an afterthought, right? Because it's really not part of it. I don't think it was there at launch. It actually got added later.
Yeah, it was definitely spliced in as time went on. I think they had the first couple of missions, but then they released the rest later.
But when they first announced 5, it was kind of hyped. Because it's like, oh yeah, Spartan Ops, like basically we're gonna get a campaign. It's like a combination of like fucking cheap story with Spartan Ops, basically. And so that was what made the game such a fucking disappointment. Was like it actually does Spartan Ops. It does a disservice to what this mode was. Like it actually tells a worse story than a fucking basically glorified add-on to Halo 4.
Pretty sure they didn't
That's
even
like a-
add Spartan Ops into 5.
Yeah, I don't even know. I still got it on my.
I think they just renamed Spartan Ops to like fucking Firefight.
Someone at 343. I don't know. Like the only thing I can imagine is like, oh, the reviews are in for Halo 4 and people seem to like it, but the multiplayer was kind of meh. Let's just focus exclusively on multiplayer, and we'll build the campaign and the thing is, like. Go ahead.
No, I got ran over by a wraith.
What I was gonna say is this, because if you look at like the marketing for 5, well, they completely lied to everybody. But what they were kind of showing originally was like what they marketed 5's story as was actually kind of interesting. Like Chief going rogue, but the way it was executed does not feel anything like the what was told to us. They even had a whole podcast that I've actually loved and listened to. It's like Hunt the Truth. It's like a podcast, like video like it was like survivors of like all this shit going on, and all of that turned out to be bullshit. So I listened to that for weeks on end, and I think I re-listened to it because it was hyping me up for Halo 5, and then the fucking game comes out and it's just meh. And even the multiplayer in 5 wasn't that good. The whole fucking multiplayer was built on microtransactions. What was that mode? The rec point or whatever? Where you had like fucking actually pay to play? It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Austin, what that was? It was like the rec packs and shit.
Yeah.
Like Infinite's got its problems with like making people
Sorry. Sorry, Fred.
pay money for like customization, but at least it's not pay to play. I mean, if you don't mind looking like a plain piece of shit, then at least you don't have to worry about spending money to do well. I mean, they just really
ran over
screwed
by
the
the-
pooch with fucking fun. You know, the one thing I'll say about this game too, though, is the enemy scaling is actually well done. Like if you play the campaign of Halo 4, they really got down what heroic feels like in Legendary. Like which is another thing that 5 fucked up. Because the Legendary mode on 5 is actually pretty easy, except for the Warden bits, which are just fucking tedious.
God. Oh,
Why am
I'm
I getting
sorry.
tortured?
Oh.
I'm leaking emotion.
Did you make sure our audio's working, Fred?
Nope. Don't make me paranoid. Say
got an
Boogaloo a bungalow.
achievement. Bungalow Boogaloo.
Yeah, it's working.
Gigolo Bungalow.
Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
Well, I had fun with that, but I say let's do some. Do you want to do Reach or I like ODST's Firefight personally.
I like them both.
Can I'd like to do I like Lost Platoon a lot.
Lost Platoon's
A real
always a classic.
We want to do Firefight Classic. Fiesta Fight. That's
Yeah.
That's a fun one. Yeah, let's do it.
all right.
Strap on and strap in.
I haven't
looks
played
like we
Firefight
got,
in so long.
Our viewer there, viewers, was it N Cadden? Maybe in the future we could figure out something to have like if we, develop
This
viewership
guy
and-
commented like fucking eons ago.
Oh well, if you're still listening, I definitely like the idea of like having.
It would be cool to
one-
have like a community like Firefight or a custom match mode. Why do I have fucking? I got a beam rifle and a. Wow, what a weird loadout to give me to begin with. All right, who's who?
I'm
What?
me.
Oh, you got a golf club.
Who has to go? Oh.
So you're rookie.
Nice.
I'm rookie.
Are we all rookie?
I think we're all just rookie. That's great.
Oops.
Give me the battle rifle. Thank you. All right. I prefer this way over the.
Double kill.
I got a headshot.
I really just love the aesthetics of Halo ODST.
It's a fun.
isn't it-
People ragged on it way too hard when it first came out. ODST
I
was
think
an interesting like experiment on the whole Halo formula.
I wish we got more of these types of spin-offs. Hey, Microsoft, you know how you have 42 fucking studios now? How about you give some of those studios some work with Halo? It's
You think they're
343.
actually gonna make a decent game?
Look, I'll say it again. Halo Infinite is not a bad game. It launched in a poor state, and it took them 3 years to actually give us content. But at its core, it's actually a very good shooter. It's just that it had a lot of fucking problems, especially with the
Oh,
with
we
the,
have
with the
ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I completely forgot that about Fiesta Fight. I got infinite fucking
go hog
beam
wild.
rifle.
But can you imagine, like, can you imagine they get like some they fucking fix Treyarch and they give them a fucking Halo spin-off to work on? I think they could work magic with that. I think it's just they need to call the fucking shit out of these dev teams, and then because there are talent. Like, here's the thing, even if you're the most jaded fuck, you gotta admit there's talented people that work at these studios. It's just that they can't really do what they want to do because they're fucking under the thumb some cocksucking fucking piece of shit fucking executive or some fucking woke bullshit. But if you trim the fat at these companies, which is gonna have to happen, whether or not we have a crash or not, you know.
Well, like
regard-
I even brought this up probably like last time, but like I know my part got through, but like we talked about Watchmen, the TV series. Like, you can see the talent oozing from it. It's just a really shit fucking product. It's not like it's made bad, but it's still terrible. Like that you can see like there was a lot of like care put into like the shots that they set up. There was a lot of like time and effort put into like how much like they put into like making sure the show looked good, but they didn't make the show good. There's a lot of
that's even what I'd say about The Last Jedi, which I'd say is even worse. Like, from a cinematography perspective, Rian Johnson screwed the pooch on the story, but from a cinematography perspective, that's probably got the best like aesthetics of the sequel films, especially that fucking the stupid purple here constant maneuver on the ship.
The fucking
that
Holo
actually
maneuver.
Yeah, but that was actually a very cool sequence. It's just that it was
a very well animated scene. It's just it was dumb.
It was dumb. But imagine that talent working on something actually meaningful.
Reinforcements.
Which the one thing that I will say about Disney Star Wars is most of it's terrible, but there's a few kind of pieces of gold in a shit turd haystack. Which the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian were great. The third season's but the one show that's actually not suffered at all was Andor. That was actually it's sort of like Rogue One, which basically is the only good Disney Star Wars film. Is Rogue One. Well, Solo wasn't that bad either, but Rogue One is probably legitimately the only fucking Disney Star Wars film that feels like a proper Star Wars film.
Well, because they decided to make a fucking film that wasn't just another Star Wars film. They decided to make something kind of unique. You fucking bastard. Don't hide from me. They got cloaks.
But they also respected the world that was built. They didn't try to make some kind of weird deconstruction of it, which is what the sequel trilogy turned out to be.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
I just got knocked across the map.
Did you
I'm doing really
killed
well
by
with
a
this
cloaked
golf
one?
club.
Yeah, there's cloaked ones.
Yeah, the cloaker got me.
That happened to Dom with the Locust Soldier.
Dom got cloaked.
I was kind of hoping I would have spawned with a rocket launcher, but
Dom, you're a
his
tomato. A tomato.
His tomato garden was never the same after that.
Dom went from a tomato garden to a tomato can. God damn. You really are making...
tomato soup.
Right.
Do you remember that fucking crazy vegan lady that was singing "Why Aren't You Vegan Yet" from a couple of years ago?
I do not
think
recollect.
so.
No.
Oh, she's like, "Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet?"
Because I like eating animals.
Well, there's a Chinese guy that responded to that, and he responded in the same like tone, and he's like, "Because I like to eat dog."
Oh no! Nah, Chinese man, the stereotype.
Hey, and I'm not making it up, folks. That was the real thing. I'm not being racist or anything. But anyways, what I was gonna say is,
Ah!
I was on somewhere, and she was back making videos, and she said something about like, well, a lion. She had like a stuffed lion, and she said, well, a lion doesn't have moral agency, so it can't stop itself from killing animals. And I said, well,
What?
and you know what? Well,
It's a fucking predator.
well, because she's trying to excuse like, I mean, at least she's not. I mean, she's nuts, but at least she's not so nuts. She's not one of these people that think cat shit can be vegan, which is a whole different brand of mentally ill. But anyways, I responded. I said, well, she said humans are the only creatures that have moral agency. I said, what about dolphins? I said, have you seen what they did? Because dolphins are very smart, and they do understand moral agency. They're one of the smartest non-human species. They understand when they see themselves in a mirror that that's them. They have like some type of syntax they use to communicate. They're one of the, we know that they have pleasure when they have sex, just because of the fact that they are there's dolphin rapists that, and shit.
I knew about the dolphin rape. I did not need to know that dolphins feel good when they bust their dolphin nuts.
Well, just ask John McAfee. But anyways,
That man swimming with the fishes.
which by the way, Razorfist brought up a good
Part of me
point.
prays that John McAfee just faked his own death.
No, they killed him.
They killed him.
Razorfist brought it up though. He's like, this is a man that literally tattooed himself to show that he would not kill himself and that he'd be whacked if he did die mysteriously. And then what happens to him?
He dies mysteriously.
Round start.
Yeah. And his wife said he did not commit suicide. Well, gee, a guy that says if I die mysteriously, I did not kill myself, and his wife said he did not kill himself, I wonder if anything's suspicious. Nah. John McAfee might have killed a guy, and he definitely had a lot of whores, but at least he didn't have underage whores.
Oh yeah.
Sniper spree. Double
That you could tell that was a man that liked broken in. He liked his pussy broken in.
Didn't he do like a whole fucking soliloquy like about a woman like doing fucking squirt porn or some shit?
I have that video.
That's so
he
fucking
played
weird.
the piano. It's a beautiful video though. He
It was
played
hilarious.
his piano, and there's this video of a woman aiming her genitals.
Oh,
out
we got
of
a
the car
leak.
while
What the fuck? I got stuck.
I'll send you that video again. I have that on my phone. That's a classic video.
I thought I was dead.
Now that man would have been a good vice president for Trump.
He would have been
he's
an
no the
amazing
best.
fucking
He's-
main president.
Well, your president needs to be a little bit more mentally stable than John McAfee.
I
Although
say
Joe
that is a
Biden-
falsehood and a fucking lie.
he was more mentally stable than Joe Biden, though. And more honest.
I
what,
will not
John
kill
Mac-
myself. If I die, it's because somebody murdered me. That's all
John
the
Mac-
honesty I need.
John McAfee is the man Hunter Biden wished he could have been.
I love how they tried to put like a sympathetic like spin on like a story about him picking through his fucking carpet looking for crack to smoke, but it was Parmesan.
Reinforcements.
You know what? Fuck Parmesan. Go get Pecorino Romano. I fucking smoke that shit.
Pecorino Romano supremacy.
Just don't tell people it's goat's milk, because that's why it tastes better, because it's a stronger cheese. As soon as people hear it's from a
Oh,
goat,
now
they
I
fucking-
get stuck. Fuck you, game.
Ah, it's from a goat. I can't eat that. That's not cow's milk. You know what? Goat. I could eat a fucking tablespoon of that right now and snort it off my carpet.
I wish you could see what this elite is doing right now.
Is he teabagging you?
He's like meleeing in the air, just grunting repeatedly.
That's his mating ritual.
This must be a bug because they're both doing it now.
Wait, I see you.
Get over here.
There's no sprint button in this. Give me that.
Oh, I just got lasered.
Fuck
Oh,
this.
Yes, I have a rocket launcher. Yes, thank you.
Oh, these guys are fucking trucking!
Double kill.
Only if I had unlimited clip. It would be a real party. Sorry.
Oh, where's the Spartan laser go? No, I wanted it!
Where is he? I think there's actually Spartan laser on the wall. Down by the river. Whatever.
I live in an RV down by the river. That was
I
actually-
missed the Spartan laser.
Yeah, why did they get rid of that weapon out of everything? Balance. Bullshit. That weapon took forever to fucking charge up. You actually had to plan your fucking shot.
Well, then, like, the cool Forerunner weapons, they fucked them up in 5. They were actually cool in 4. Then 5, like, all of the uniqueness of them kind of got taken out.
Well, plus then they, for whatever reason, like, which Halo is one of those games where I will never understand why they added iron sights to the game. Woo. You are you kidding me? What are the odds?
I'll tell you what the biggest fucking, the biggest downgrade they did with Halo in terms of weapons, and it's one that people don't think about, but it's the fucking ammo capacity of the assault rifle. Because in Halo Combat Evolved, it was 60 fucking rounds, and every other entry after that, it's been gimped. And it's still a great, it's
Well,
still a
that
great
thing
kind
is a
of.
fucking bullet hose anyway.
Well, it's a fun weapon to shoot, but I miss it when it had a fucking giant ass clip. Which, by the way, made kind of sense with the future fucking timeline of this, right? Because you think, oh yeah, by the fucking 26th century, they'd be able to fit 60 rounds in a regular clip.
Grenade spamming cocksucker.
Reinforcements.
Do we actually get XP for playing this game mode?
There's a rocket launcher here.
Because I know I've been, I got the fucking Spartan laser. Because I know I've been earning like stuff toward my like pinpoint fucking kills. I'm gonna go for
Yeah,
a little bit of blading. Yeah, no such one.
You know,
Oh,
here's another
triple
question.
kill.
What went on in the Covenant design team with the what are their flying crafts called? They drop enemies off in?
Phantom?
Yeah, what happened in between the fucking Halo 1 Phantoms and the Halo 3 Phantoms? They just fucking said, you know what? We're gonna change every fucking design aspect of those fucking things.
I remember like the fucking drop ships. I'm dead.
Is that what they were calling Halo 1? Dropships? You know,
You're
fucking
talking
ones
about the
with-
wishbone shaped ones, not like the regular ones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remaining. Last enemy.
Oh, this poor fucker. Last enemy. Hui, 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 hui.
Nice.
Round start.
Nice.
Is this my corpse? No.
This is my corpse. Ow.
Double kill.
Ow!
Triple kill. Nipple kill.
Oh, I didn't know you could fucking shoot the fucking backs off the grunts without them dying. That was cool.
Yeah, it's some weird occasional they'll survive for a little while without the methane packs. That can happen.
I've never actually missed a shot on a grunt and hit just their back.
Well, you know, you're not a sociopath like me, Fred, because I used to have a lot of fun doing that.
No! Leave me alone.
Oh, Jesus, you're surrounded.
Yeah. Bird. Jesus Christ.
There's so many of these guys. What the fuck?
Woo! 2 seconds left.
Game over.
No. Get back here. You must die. Eh. Ugh.
Were you trying to kill me, Fred? I
No.
see the fucking.
I'm just drinking my Guinness.
You guys have one more game in you? Do
Sure, I got one more
Yeah.
game in me.
you want to do another ODST?
Yeah.
How does Rowley Night sound?
Great.
What's that?
Rowley at night? Rally Point?
Ah, I can't remember that map. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Alright.
Let's turn like a funky skull on though.
Want to do Rocket Fight?
Sure. That sounds fun.
Alright.
It was a firefight.
How do I turn on the skulls? Firefight settings.
It was a rocket fight.
All right.
Well, if it was just
uh,
one guy with 6 guns, that's fucking stupid.
You want to turn blind on? Hidden weapon don't display.
That's gonna be fucking weird. So we don't even know what we have.
No, I'll turn on cowbell and run birthday party.
Which one's cowbell?
I don't know. I turned it on.
More cowbell.
Dink, 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 dink. Who says you can't bring Rocket to a gunfight? I don't know. Maybe logistics.
Not Zelensky.
More money, Joe Biden. More
Give
money.
me more
Yeah, but
money.
I know Russia's 4 times larger.
Give
And they're
me more
special-
money, Joe Biden, more money. I need more money, please. Oy vey, just give me more money, Joe.
Firefight.
You know what I love though? Their whole thing is, well, Russia's lost more soldiers. Well, they've lost, based on the estimates that might not even be accurate, they lost 50,000 more. But guess what? Russia's an expert at fucking sending their soldiers to the meat grinder and still
Oh, yeah.
winning. Study World War II. Look at the Russian fucking casualties, yet they still fucking push back the Nazis at the end of the day.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh god. It's so fun to blow up a Phantom.
We can team up and bring you down.
Yeah.
Reinforcements.
One day, Fred's just gonna like browse through like pick up Viva Pinata and stream it, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, jeez, now when I think of that fun sound when the grunts die, it's a kids cave where you fucking get a new pinata. What was it? We got a new pinata or something?
I'm trying to remember. It's either when like the fucking pinata as a baby, or if it evolves, because I think they can evolve. Or it might even be in that game if you fucking kill the pinata, it might even do the same sound.
What was the whole point of that game? Where you like? Wasn't it kind of like
It's like a farming simulator, sort of.
Yeah.
I do remember the fucking television series. Anybody remember watching that?
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. I had a lot of fun with Viva Pinata. I know what I think it was one of those games where I didn't know what I was doing, but I still had fun with it.
Well,
You
it's
ever
just
have
like
that
a bunch of noise and a bunch of fucking colors. It's just really fun.
Basically, it's like when you play an Atari 2600 game drunk.
It's
like, yay!
basically before Fortnite got created. That's what Viva Pinata was. Except it actually made you think about what the fuck you were doing to destroy the lives of these useless fucking pinatas that are used for candy and nothing else. Is that too dark?
What a... Nah, that's super. That's Fred, bright-eyed optimist. Strikes again.
I just love watching these grunts and brutes get turned into fucking paste by rocket fire. Damn it!
This is like, this is like the Viva Pinata of firefight modes. It's just like press buttons, fun colors.
Press button. Hey, we got one of the innocent ones. Kill it. Kill the fucking worm creature.
Don't kill the engineer.
Gives people shields. This isn't the campaign. We have no moral obligation to save these things.
Sergeant Johnson is going to show up at the end.
I know what the alien's like. And he fucking shoots it in the head and it blows up.
Hey, Microsoft, you know I have like 42 studios? How about a fucking Sergeant Johnson game set during Contact Harvest?
How about
You
we bring
stupid
back
fucks.
the engineers? Maybe those could have actually went somewhere, but you fucking forgot about them.
Hire me, 343. I'll fix your fucking series. I'll fucking.
Oh, Jesus. Me and my buddy Jack talk back and forth about, like, good ideas we have about video games and shit and how something could have been way better all the time. And it's just like, yeah, they're never going to hire us. You want to know why? Because all their buddies are already in their fucking groups.
Thank God for modders.
Fuck.
Well, that's how they fixed.
Chief,
You know,
what
that's
are
how-
you doing with those breast implants? Sir, get tummy thick.
But that's how they fixed Infinite, you know. They hired, they legit, like 343 actually fucking hired modders. Which, by the way, is like what's the smart people, that's the smart decision. If they fired half of the retards that had made these series fucking, mediocre and replaced them with the modders that fix these broken pieces of shit, then most of these series would be on fucking A1 territory. You know, Valve did that too with Black Mesa, the Half-Life remake. They
Well,
seen them fucking...
like they even did that before then with Portal.
Yeah.
Last enemy.
World Cup shot.
Weapon.
I will kill you.
Is that your Wi-Fi password, Fred?
That thing.
That fits.
Yeah, that fits. Friendly fire off. Can I just not fucking kill you with this rocket?
You know, somebody should remaster those and make them into like a 90s sitcom.
But still have the gay porn.
Yeah, bring that, like that was cut out for YouTube, but... Woo!
Fucking poor fuckers don't stand a chance. I know this is just a goof mode, but god, this is so much fun.
It's, you know, one second it's a comedy, the next moment someone hears you playing it, and it's like, wait, why does it sound like a bunch of people lifting heavy furniture?
That's not what I was talking about, but yes. I will not deny.
You already got that line. This is a classic reference.
Oh,
So
God.
back in the day, there used to be a podcast that Razorfist was part of called the Hate Fit Podcast. This
I
was
do
like,
remember that.
yeah. And there was one of the co-hosts, Yell Chaos, I think I'm butchering this line, but that's basically what he said. Which, that was a lot of fun. You know, it's a shame
Oh
that...
god. Weird side tangent, still related to gay porn, but like I forget which YouTuber
You know what I
did
like?
it, but
I
he was
like
like
how
fucking
you and I
Josh.
talking about this. And not Austin. He's just like fucking listening into this.
But like I remember like this guy like joshing about like fucking oh god, fucking Batman v Superman Dawn of Destiny or whatever the fuck it was called. And he literally like shoots to like a fucking scene from like a guy like dressed in a fucking Superman costume, and he's like, I wasn't strong enough. And he gets let out of a cage by Batman. And then like it's just a gay porno, they're fucking each other and sucking dicks, and he's like, I don't remember this one. Is this a Snyder cut? Just like, I don't remember this from the movie. This must be new.
It's the Snyder uncut.
You know what? That still sounds less debaucherous than that last sequence of the Snyder Cut. Which I like the Snyder Cut of Justice League, but that last sequence with Batman swearing at the Joker.
Oh god! I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. It's like, Bads, come on, potty mouth.
I just got an achievement. Naughty, naughty. Kill 10 engineers.
Ah.
Naughty,
start-
naughty.
Start
I
going
think I got
postal.
that achievement in the like main campaign.
You just killed him on the spite.
No, like pretty much I wasn't going for like the because you know you can't. I do believe you can't actually kill engineers if you want to like get like the audio logs, or maybe I'm misremembering that.
Something along those lines.
But I remember like you get an achievement for like killing engineers and not killing engineers, and I already had gotten the former. So I just decided to start fucking burking them.
You know, it would be cool though if, because one of the things that they did on the Master Chief Collection for PC is they basically made official mod support. And that's where, do you remember a few months ago I put up a video on the channel last year about the dig site level? So that's actually like a mod you can download where they basically it was like the version of Halo that was, because Halo has like a weird development story. It was announced at Macworld. It was originally going to be a Mac game on the Mac. So it basically restored that version of the game, the tech demo they showed off, and it's a really fucking cool map. Because it's basically like a beta version of Silent Cartographer, and it's got the fucked up looking Chief. Do you remember Chief before, like Chief's original design with the fucking like N64 looking ass helmet design? Yeah, he plays that version of Chief. And then
Before they got the actual like the fucking be all end all voice actors for Master Chief.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of cool, like, cut weapons. One of the weapons was like it looked like a Star Wars Magnum pistol. It kind of looked like Han Solo's blaster fucking pistol.
Well, there's also like full conversion mods for like Combat Evolved, like on PC, which like actually like give like way more customization options for like Halo weapons. And I've never actually had a problem with like giving people the ability to like make their own kit with the Halo weapons. Like, balancing aside, it's a futuristic game, and like games can only be improved by giving you like customizability. Fuck me.
Well, there's a $1 million idea for the next Halo game, like at least the campaign. Imagine if you could like upgrade your fucking
I was
weapons.
disappointed with like fucking Guardians, because they kind of did it, but they did it so bare bones. Like most of the weapons, it's just, hey, this one has a scope, this one has a silencer, this one has a scope and a silencer. Whereas in some of these full conversion mods for Combat Evolved for PC, like you legit like have like battle rifles with like long range scopes with like fire rate switches. Like you can switch it to like semi-auto and shit. Like it was basically basically whatever that one energy weapon from 4 was before that energy weapon from 4, where like you shoot it normally and it's a burst fire weapon, you shoot it scoped and it's a single fire weapon.
Yeah.
It's just when the people who make the games are less creative than the people who fuck around with them, it just like makes me wonder who really should have inherited the fucking games market.
Yep.
I am so red right now, I can't see anything.
I remember when they were making this game, they're like, we want to make you feel like you're an ODST. You're not as powerful as Spartan, but you're still able to hold your own, which is true. Like, they actually did a great job of that. You don't feel as powerful as like Master Chief, but you still feel like you're a competent, because ODSTs are sort of like the Navy SEALs, like they're well trained.
Yeah, they're like Marines or Navy SEAls. Like they're the fucking creme de la creme of like the basic shock trooper.
like three ODSTs could probably take on
Yeah.
a Spartan if they're like. the
I do love the rivalry between like ODSTs and like ODSTs and Spartans, and then like the ODSTs in the know who've worked with like Master Chief are just kind of cool with Master Chief.
Yeah.
Like
Like
there's in oh god, what was it? Halo Legends. They actually had a whole like fucking animation about that. Like basically like in the beginning, like all the ODSTs were pissed off they were getting put on mission with a Spartan. And then like by the end they actually realized that the Spartan was like pretty fucking badass and like a cool fucking person. Cause like at the end, like like one of the guys trying to like get cozied up to like the fucking cool guys at the fun lunch table was like, yeah, fucking heard a Spartan went down quicker than a boot without his marine. Went down quicker than a marine without his boots, and they fucking throw their lunch trays at him. Like, shut the fuck up, boot. Fuck off.
I'd love to see a Halo game where he plays one of those poor fucking Australian British Marines in Halo 1. Chief! I'm made out of paper mache!
You play as the fucking guy who saw all of his friends get infected by the Flood. Or you just play as Johnson.
Well, he's technically a Spartan 1. So he would probably be like in between Chief and a regular ODST. Like he's definitely he has enhancements.
Yeah.
Which once again, there's the brilliant book Contact Harvest about Johnson's early involvement in fighting the Covenant, and it's a brilliant story.
Non-canon. We have better ideas. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't.
You know, it's non-canon, which thankfully it is. Like, even 343 has kind of rid themselves of it as that fucking TV show. They're like, yeah, this is not canon. Well, I'm glad you admitted that.
What do you mean? I love the experience and the journey of Master Cheeks and his butt. His fucking flashed asshole.
You know what? I don't even fucking care that Master
Why
Chief got
was there
laid.
a sex scene in that fucking show?
Well,
it
here's
should
the
have just
deal.
been Generation Kill with Master Chief.
Well, that's true. But if a military show wants to have some type of like love interest element, they went about it in the wrong way.
It's
Like-
so fucking dumb. Cause she's obviously a fucking turncoat traitor. And then like Cortana's watching as fucking Master Chief get like fucking railed. It's so fucking dumb. It's stupid.
You know what? You know what's a war movie? that really did a
You
good-
know what I love the most? They like tried to make like the fucking main bad bitch like she takes no shit. She has no fucking foibles about like killing people. Like women can be strong and powerful too. Chief takes out his fucking emotion suppression device. He's fucking fine. He just like starts thinking for himself. The woman takes out her emotion suppression device. She freaks the fuck out. What a fucking goddamn dumbass fucking show. Fuck that fucking goddamn show. It's like with the One Piece Netflix show. It's only one season away from being bad. They're gonna kick Oda out, and they're gonna be like, "We can do it better than this fucking nip jap."
Well, that would be the stupidest decision that they've ever made because that's.
Oh
one
no,
of the few
they'll make it. They'll make it. It happened with
Oh, I know.
Castlevania. It's happening with DMC. They'll fucking make it.
But what they
These people are
forget,
fucking racist.
No,
They
but
hate the
miss a very-
Japanese.
Yeah, but they're missing a very crucial point. Anime fans are the most terminally online autistic people that exist anywhere, and they will as soon as he leaves the office, they will have stopped watching the show. That's the one thing that I'll say about most anime fandoms, even though some of them can be fucking freaky creeps, is that when they see the creator of that series get shit on, they will fucking, hell have no fury like a fucking anime fandom that sees the creator of that show get shit on. That show will go from having millions of viewers to less than a dozen viewers.
Because they
did the same. Well, they did this. Look what happened with fucking whatchamacallit? Well, Fred. You clearly know. Did you not see what happened with what the fuck was it? Death Note? Did you see the fucking
Death Note, Cowboy Bebop. Oh my fucking lord!
Even the SJWs hated Cowboy Bebop, and they
fucking bad. Gren
but it was so bad that they had to admit
No,
it.
Gren was fucking abused by scientists and fucked over by somebody he thought he could trust. He wasn't trans. He grew boobs and a fucking death wish. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Goddamn. Fuck Cowboy Bebop.
The live action version.
Yes. Sorry. Let's be particular here.
You better, like I said, Fred. Think of if you said that and you didn't make it clarify.
Well, it's like, how do these people literally like it's like the argument with like, why can't we get a proper Berserk adaptation? Why do they keep fucking it up? They literally have. They have every opportunity in their fucking hands, and they still fuck it up. It's just stupid. Cowboy Bebop is one of the like few shows in anime that could have honestly fucking worked in live action. What do? You've never tasted satisfaction until you've eaten the testicles of your enemy. What the fuck does that mean? Why does the bad guy say that? That wasn't in the original show. What the fuck is that all about? Fucking Jesus.
Well, you know what they say about Rocky Mountain oysters, Fred.
No, Dude Mountain Oysters. And Vicious is just some fucking prissy dickhead who has emotional issues when in the original show he was a drug-addled fucking psycho who didn't feel anything until he saw fucking Spike, and he got real rock hard all of a sudden when he saw the motherfucker he wanted to kill. It's just fucking, you have these amazing fucking storytelling devices, these amazing shows, these mangas that are written for you in picture form. You literally have the script, and you can't relinquish your pride for 5 seconds just to follow suit and make a proper adaptation. And fucking... Now we have a fucking huge issue with the translators. The fucking translators are like, you can't literally translate Japanese to English. No, you fucking can. You literally fucking can. You can, you just don't fucking want to. You wanna know why? You're either lazy or bad at Japanese. Shit, or get off the pot, fucking cocksucker.
Well, they don't understand localization.
It's sus, fucking Riz, for real. Fucking.
Oh my God, Fred! Do not ever say those words.
That's literally what they do for the translations. They literally shove Zoomer speak, and I know for a fact this fucking dumb, fat, cocksucking motherfucker behind the computer screen is 30 years old, is way past any fucking rightful need to use Zoomer speak, and is just trying to sound fucking cool, or trying to appeal to fucking kids like Steve Buscemi or Jimmy Kimmel trying to fucking... Okay, I'll skip that fucking beat. but like literally these guys are like trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator when all you have to do is like, I don't know, write something that has already been written for you. It's like they just can't help themselves. They have to shove in all this garbage to make it sound fucking like sound of the time. You know what the problem is about sounding of the time is? It gets outdated pretty fucking quick. And it sounds fucking stupid. God, kids are stupid. Fuck. Ugh.
on that very pleasant note, folks, I bid you adieu. I had a lovely evening.
I'm sorry. Like, I flickered up and, like,
Fuck them kids!
no. They're leaking emotion. But no, like, honestly, to end my rant on like a high note, it's like there are competent people who are trying to properly like translate and localize these things. But the problem is they are completely outside the industry and they are doing it on their own time. It's like it's at the point where it's like when fans need to get it done and Japan needs to resort to AI for a proper like actual localization instead of relying on, I don't know, English speakers. You fucked up the job of a lifetime, and it disappoints me. Because they literally ruined a good thing that never needed to get fucked up.
I can give you the analogy that happened with development teams as well as anime translation teams. Look at a lot of these developers back in the 2000s were nerdy white guys that wanted that didn't get a lot of pussy, and then you start seeing women get into these development roles because of DEI, and they think, oh, I'm gonna have a mountain of pussy, and then before you know it, they're out of a job, and then they, them, their takes over. And think of anime. You know, when we were in high school, anime was starting to not be like fucking like just nerds. I'll tell you one thing.
It's not just like the fact that like the people getting into these fields wanted to fuck. Like it's also the fact that the people who got into these fields were fans. Now you have this jaded fucking dick suck of a asshole who literally takes something like a line
Brett,
or a
I
storyline
wasn't done
from
making my
Fire
point.
Emblem. I'm sorry.
So that I was just giving. So this was one layer of it is that there is that aspect. There's people that are like, oh, you know, there is that incentive. There's the cash incentive, selling your soul. But what I was going to say is, you see things like gaming go from like, you know, oh, it's just, you know, like you go back to the 80s, marketed as kids. Then like Sega and Super Nintendo, like it's, oh yeah, it's starting to be like the first generation really grew up with games are teenagers. Then like PS1, like more mature, original Xbox, more mature. So you have these like Gen X assholes that like grew up with this shit and started developing this shit, and then those are like the Cliffy B's of the world, right? And the gaming, they turned gaming from just being like, you know, having a niche to being a much more much more appeal in various like things. So then, rather than just having everybody enjoying their specific niches, like, oh, I like to play like shooters and I like to play horror games and I like to play fucking casual games. What happened was you have this bespoke kind of movement of these activists that don't actually, like you said, they don't actually care about their hobby. They don't care about this shit. They just want to fucking reap the benefits of something that was built by much better people that had much more talent and cared far more about it. So when you look at like the turning point around the time of Anita Sarkeesian and Gamergate, that was the changing of the guard. The founders of BioWare retired. After Destiny 1 came out, most of the original Bungie development staff retired or moved on to other places.
Yeah. John Carmack is trying to destroy the human race by making an AI overlord.
Yeah, John Romero's probably smoking bags of weed, enjoying the fucking fruits of his labor. And yeah, John Carmack's fucking destroying fucking human consciousness with some AI overlord.
I love the fact that like John Carmack and Elon Musk had a conversation and literally like wasn't it Joe Rogan asked Elon Musk about like John Carmack and he's like, I can't talk to him. I have told him why making AI more intelligent is a bad idea, and he just asked me, yeah, but what if we did? I told him it's a bad idea, but he's just like, yeah, but we can do it. What if we did? Like, I can't talk to a guy like that. But I love these two brilliant minds are like talking to each other. It's like they're so diametrically opposed on this one thing that's like they understand both are super smart, but it's like you're literally watching like a guy who is trying to create Skynet and another guy who's like, I want to see how far humanity can go. And they're just like, well, let's see who gets to the finish line first.
It's basically fucking Magneto and Professor Xavier.
Pretty much.
Modern.
And then
Let
you
me
got
just make my final.
Metallo and Zuckerberg.
Well, let me just make my final point though. What I'm going to say to tie this all together is, you know, the biggest problem that happened with modern gaming, that also is the issue with these translators, is the self-insert, this identity-focused bullshit, where rather than honoring what people want, or honoring the material, or honoring your fucking consumers' fucking intelligence, which people are finally waking up to, they do these self-grandizing things that is just for either brownie points or some type of wish fulfillment, because mommy and daddy never said that they love them or whatever, and they have to, instead of just dealing with that, they have to make that their fucking life's mission to make everybody else suffer.
Well, that is also a really good point. Like you said, they have to see themselves as these characters. They can't see like the admirable traits in them. They have to claim them, and they have to tell you, no, this is mine. This is my people's. It is not yours. And it's like, I know, like Sharon's fucking caring, motherfucker. I can like Kratos. I can like Black Panther. I can like fucking Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Like, I can like all of these things, and you can like them too. Because why? They're good characters. They have admirable traits. They don't belong to anybody.
Well, that's the problem with, and this is not a blanket statement. I'm talking about a specific group of women. So I'm not trying to be like a MGTOW fucking MGTOW incel. But what I'm trying to say is, look, there's
MGTOW shot themselves in the face a while ago. I don't think we have to worry about people worrying about MGTOW anymore.
But I'm making this disclaimer, Fred, because I'm one of those people that have to make disclaimers. My point is, there's everybody out there knows this type of woman. And like I said, it's not all women are like this, but there's this type of woman. There's women out there that have this fucking inability to think about anything other than the drama of relationships. And that's, if you watch soap operas, the type of people that watch soap operas. And that's, when you look at the writing of games like The Last of Us 2, and I think Neil Druckmann must be on estrogen, there's no...
No, he's on Soylent.
There's no ability, same thing. There's no ability
to look at...
There's no ability for them to look at anything deeper or more meaningful. And it's the same thing. Like, a lot of these groups are insulted, especially Latinos and Latinas. They are so insulted by, like, that new Disney show that's coming out about the Hispanic family.
Next, Orale, vato, I'll shoot you in the fucking throat.
Which is another thing that I think we talked about this at some point. How, like, there's no Hispanic family goes to speaking like 2 sentences of Spanish and then like speaking 2 sentences of English. Like, even if they're bilingual, that's not how they talk when they're at home. And that's like what Spider-Man 2 does with Miles Morales. Like, he's like, hey mom, hola, salaya, oh yeah.
Did they fuck up the Puerto Rican flag in the Spider-Man game?
They put the Cuban flag instead.
Oh Jesus.
Which, by the way, not to stereotype like disagreements among Latin Americans, but I don't think necessarily a Puerto Rican would be too happy with a Cuban flag. It's sort of like if you went to like Belfast, and is Belfast in Northern Ireland? Am I gonna really put my foot in my mouth? Belfast is in Northern Ireland, right?
Well, how about an even simpler one? It's like you went to Mexico and you said, "Here's my peace offering to you," and you gave them an Italian flag.
Yes.
2 different things. Way fucking different.
Or it's like if you go to any of the Balkan countries and say, do you realize you're part of the Balkan region? And then they all don't want to be part of the Balkan region, even though they are.
Or if you walk up to a Japanese man and go, ni hao.
Or
I'm glad I got a laugh out of that.
Or you walk up to a Korean man and you go,
Oh, Jesus.
Not anymore. It's been banned.
Kim
let's
Jong-un
hear-
frowns even harder.
Well, we're talking about North Korea, folks. South Korea is a very
sorry.
prosperous nation.
It's a very wonderful nation. It's like Venezuela.
Japan and South
boy.
Korea, they get along.
What a fucking
really
wacky
well.
world we live in. Yeah, like, they get along incredibly well.
There's not any bad blood in like history of Japan like imperializing South Korea and then Japan denying that. Which,
What's
by
Nan-
the way,
what's
I
Nanking?
love telling people about Japan shenanigans in the early 20th century because, you know, there's this thing of like, oh, Western imperialists. Attention cocksuckers. Japan did imperialism better than a lot of Western nations. They beat Russia. They beat Russia in the first decade of the 20th century. They beat Russia, the world's largest fucking landmass, one of the largest empires. They beat them. So don't tell me that imperialism is solely a Western thing. Japan did imperialism really well, really quickly. The problem is they forgot that they were imperializing human beings, which at least most of the Europeans realized that at least these people they were imperializing had some basic rights. The Japanese forgot about that. The
Japanese forgot about
people,
that fucking hard. Real hard.
The Japanese basically were like King Leopold, which, by the way, the fucking, you know, they like to shit on like the British. The British went to King Leopold because he was the one that ran the Congo, where they're basically chopping off limbs. You remember learning about that in school?
Oh yeah.
The rubber, they were basically enslaving people. Which, by the way, let me tell you something. Forced labor. After we ended slavery in the U.S., you fucking idiots, it happens. What do you think's going on in Western China with the Uyghurs, the Muslims there? They're in education camps. It's slavery, you stupid fucks. Stop focusing on shit that happened 150 years ago. It's important to study, but remember, it's not the only place where slavery existed and was fought over.
Pretty
There's
much
slavery right
anybody
now.
in the U.S. or the British Isles who even had a hand in slavery is fucking long dead.
Hey,
Drop
guess
it.
who? Well, here's the other thing. What was the first civilization to actually end slavery? Ding ding! Western civilization, you stupid fucks!
Specifically the British, the ones that kind of
And
started
guess what the
slave trade.
British did? And look it, I know imperialism has its issues and it's messy, but guess what the British did when they imperialized areas? They said, end slavery! And guess what they did? They ended the slavery! Guess what else they did? You know, and they like to focus on like the Sepoy Rebellion in India. And look, the British did some fucked up shit in India, but guess what else they asked the Indians to stop? Hey, the husband died. Wait, the wife is going to ritualistically burn herself to death while the husband's being buried? That seems kind of fucked up.
Please don't do that.
Which, by the way, the Chinese, at least Confucius, but, you know, like, because you read Confucius and they'll be like, oh, he said some things that were sexist. Hey, guess what Confucius did, though? He told these lords in ancient China, when you die, you don't need to murder your entire group of servants and bury them with you. You can let them live.
Yeah, but where am I gonna get all my cool clay like guardians when I go to the afterlife?
Well, that's how body pillows were made.
Oh god,
First body pillows.
getting put to rest with fucking I don't even fucking know, Amaterasu or some shit.
Listen, Fred, I'm gonna go fucking look at my body pillows right now. I got a whole fucking wall of them.
You have a whole wall. I'm jealous.
No, I
That
got
must be real
one.
comfy to sleep on.
I got one. No, I don't. I'm lying, folks. There's no video proof of me like drunk, like fucking shit.
drunk
Oh!
fucking shit. This was
Yours,
fun. This was a fucking blast. But we should probably
Yeah.
cut the stream.
You have any parting words, Austin, for tonight?
No, I'm left speechless tonight.
Damn.
Listen, Sunday.
This has been a hell of a fucking night.
You guys free Sunday evening to pick up some gears?
I might be. My dad might invite me to the fucking football game. But after I get my taxes done, I should be free Monday.
All right, well, folks, either Sunday, but more likely Monday, we'll return to the world of fucking gears, and we'll suffer some more. We'll.
Yeehaw!
How close to the end are we? Jesus.
We're about 2/3 of the way through. We got 2 more
Yeah, I'd
acts,
say,
but
Dom's
Act
fucking
4
dead.
yeah, Act 4 is a pretty quick act from what I remember, and
That's
Act
the one with
5 is
Exhibit.
yeah. Actually, the last 2 acts are both fairly quick. I'd say the last 2 acts are pretty much like the length of Act 2 combined. So, hopefully, there's no long act.
Part of me is just like growing calluses on my soul for the final boss.
Oh, can I share one piece of news with the viewers?
Sure. Yes.
Kanye West is ahead of releasing his next album is going to release a 40-minute apology. This is rumored, a 40-minute apology to the Jewish people, and I can't wait to see that fucking. I can't wait to see that man
Jews,
schizo genius.
I'm sorry. I didn't know my words could be so hurtful that you hid yourself in caves.
He's gonna do a remix of Power. No one man should have all those shekels. He's gonna reunite Daft Punk. They're gonna come in there, and they're just gonna. Yeah, they're just gonna. They're just gonna have like the most anti-Semitic thing in their synthetic French voices.
Boy, vey.
Instead of Kate Moss, he wants to fuck Gal Gadot, even though she's Jewish.
Yeah, like she is Israeli, isn't she?
Well, yeah, she's Israeli.
Yeah.
Well, Kanye. Well, by the way, you know, as fucked up as what Kanye said, it's kind of the same shit that's being said now from Todd Piker. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, said all over the fucking globe from these fucking
Oh,
turncoat
wait, I gotta
hypocrites.
say one more thing. I really gotta say this. So that piece of shit Hassan Piker is calling what we did in Desert Storm a war crime because the Iraqis were retreating. Retreating is not the same thing as surrender. You stupid fucking small-headed fucking freak of nature, piece of shit, cock-sucking communist, low-life, fucking goat fucking herding fucking piece of shit terrorist sympathizer, enemy force retreating that does not visibly or actually surrender.
Look, this is a man that excused civilian casualties. I don't think we're gonna reach him.
I know.
Unless it's with a
He just-
bullet.
You know what I said when I was watching that Destiny debate with Alex Jones? I said I hate him more than Hassan. I was wrong because Destiny at least shows up to a debate.
Destiny's fucking pathetic. You
He's a
can't
pathetic
feel any
piece of
fear
shit.
against a man who doesn't care about himself. Hassan
He's got-
cares way too fucking much about himself. In fact, I wish he cared less.
Listen, I don't wish anybody ill will, at least on a stream. But you know, I do not like Hassan Piker, and I really hope that people stop
He is
watching
a piece of shit, and I will reiterate what I said last stream. He went to a brothel in Amsterdam, bragged about it, that later got busted for trafficking sex trafficked individuals and kidnapped individuals and children. Fuck that piece of shit.
And on that note, folks, have a wonderful
Everyone
rest
have a
of your-
good night.
Bon voyage.
Let's not
Bon
end this on a dour
appetit.
note. This was fucking fun.
I got 2 words for everybody:
Nipple tassels?
pussy farts.
Leaking emulsion.